Hey everybody, this is Dan. I thought I'd share one more chess puzzle with you guys. This one is also from chesstempo.com, which is a great website for tactics training with a lot of other chess resources as well. So check that out. In this position, it's white to move, so feel free to take a look, try to see what white's options are, and see if you can find what you think might be the best possible continuation for white. When you're ready to see the solution, feel free to press play. Okay, so white starts out with the queen sacrifice. Now, before we go into what happens here, let's just go back to the initial position for a second and notice that black's back rank is a little bit of an issue, being that the king is unable to advance off of the 8th rank because of those 3 pawns in front of the king. So that's what white's exploiting here, and that's why this sacrifice works. So going back to queen takes pawn on f7 check. If you look at this, you'll see that there are 2 legal ways for black to get out of check. If you move the king to h8, then there's checkmate. Either queen takes pawn on g7 is checkmate, or white can take the rook and that's checkmate. So obviously king to h8 is not working for black. The other potential move is rook takes queen, but here you'll see black's weak back rank really come into play. So white is able to give check by playing rook to d8 on the back rank, and since the king has no moves, the only legal move for black in this position is rook blocks on f8. And now it looks like, well, if I take the rook, that black will just take back and black is winning. But you have to play an intermediary check here, which is bishop to d5 check. And black's rook is unable to come to f7 to block that check because of the pin from white's rook. So the only possible move here is king to h8. The king backs up into the corner, and now the back rank issue is very serious for black, and white is able to finish with rook takes rook on f8 checkmate. So you'll see how this queen sacrifice kind of opened up the king to white's attack, and because of the weak back rank, caused by those 3 pawns not having advanced, and thereby blocking in black's king. Because of all that, the sacrifice queen takes on f7, followed by either king moves, checkmate, or queen takes rook is also checkmate. Or if after queen takes pawn on f7, rook takes queen, rook check on d8, rook blocks, and the very important bishop to d5 check, king has to back up to the corner, rook takes rook, checkmate. So this is a kind of an interesting way to exploit a back rank weakness. And anytime you see that your opponent has what looks like it could be a back rank weakness, just kind of look for these kind of forcing checks or sacrifices that could open up the king to an attack and possibly a checkmate. It's worth taking a few minutes to look and see if you have any kind of decisive attack on the king when your opponent's king looks like it's kind of stuck on the back rank. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this puzzle. Thanks again for your support, guys, and feel free to like the video, like my channel, subscribe to my channel rather, or leave any kind of comments or feedback you want. Okay, thank you very much.